Hello, this is Fahad. When it comes to putting Postgres database in AWS, you are spoiled for choice. This video is aimed at helping you in selecting the right option in AWS for your Postgres. There are three ways to do that. Install and configure Postgres on EC2, Amazon RDS for Postgres, or Amazon Aurora for Postgres. If you have some legacy application which needs to be on the same machine where your database is, or if your database has some strong dependencies on underlying operating system, and you have to tinker at the OS level, then you have no option but to use an EC2 based Postgres. If that is the case, you should definitely be looking at modernizing your application and its data store to decouple from each other. Now the real choice quandary is between RDS Postgres and Aurora Postgres. Both are managed services but with different use cases. This table compares both of these databases on the basis of some important features. The first one is replication lag. Postgres records any modification in data in write-ahead log files. Streaming replication continuously ships and applies the val records to replicas in order to keep them current. This asynchronous replication is based on transaction logs, so high write activity at source instance can cause high replication lag. Now when it comes to RDS, this lag can be up to 5 to 10 minutes, but for Aurora this lag can be up to just 30 seconds. Second thing is the read replica. Read replicas primarily help reduce the load on the primary database instance by offloading your read workloads to the read replica database instances. In RDS, you can create up to 5 replicas of a given source database, and in Aurora Postgres, you can have up to 15 read replicas, which helps to scale out read workloads and also gives you a bit of high availability. Then comes the checkpointing. We know that checkpointing is always expensive. A checkpoint flushes the current in-memory modified database blocks and val information from memory to disk, which provides durability in case the database crashes. In RDS Postgres, database has to handle the checkpointing by default every 5 minutes. At every checkpoint, it writes dirty blocks to the underlying storage. If checkpointing is too frequent, it hampers the database performance. If it's too infrequent, you might lose data. When it comes to Aurora, storage subsystem takes care of checkpointing, which is not only seamless, it's also very quick. Then comes failover. In case of disaster, failover in both RDS and Aurora happens automatically to ensure application continuity. In RDS, the failover time is typically around 2 minutes, but in Aurora, it happens within the 30 seconds and it's very fast most of the time. We all know that IOPS play a very important role in database performance and storage. IOPS mainly depend on the storage type. Both RDS and Aurora support SSD-based storage, but with different configuration. In RDS, if your database workload requires less than 80,000 IOPS, then you should be going with AWS RDS for Postgres. But if you need more than 80,000 IOPS, you have no other option but to use AWS Aurora Postgres. Backups are managed both in RDS and Aurora by AWS itself. In RDS, Postgres, the backups happen in the maintenance window with a slight performance impact. But in Aurora, it happens at the cluster level, again, very quickly, seamlessly, without any impact to the database. When it comes to the cloning, which involves creating copies of your database for the development, UAT or testing purposes, we can do it through snapshot and restore in RDS, which takes time, but in Aurora it's fairly quick as it uses a copy on write protocol. Then there is a feature called as query plan management. It's not available in RDS, but it comes very handy in the Aurora Postgres. And with this feature, you can control how and when query execution plan changes. Another cool thing about Aurora Postgres is the concept of global database. A single Aurora database can span across multiple regions to enable fast local reach and quick disaster recovery. And it's not available in RDS Postgres. So in summary, if you're running a mission critical heavy load database, then go with Aurora Postgres. Otherwise, RDS Postgres is suitable for most of small to medium databases. I hope that this video was helpful to you. Thanks for listening.